going on YouTube? Your girl Yolanda Randolph here. Go ahead, click the subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and hit that like button for you, girl, okay? So we can go ahead and get this thing moving, shaking, and popping.
Her Intuition Podcast is a platform to remind all women of their worth and to encourage them to dig deep within themselves for better.
Hey, what's going on, my good people? I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day thus far, although it's only Tuesday. We're going to claim great days, okay? Going forward. Now, Homebase. What you mean, Yolanda, about Homebase? No, I ain't talking about in sports. I ain't talking about with jobs, like my job, my home base is in South Carolina. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about husbands and wives, significant others, using you as their home base. Using you as their home base. And I can talk about this because my husband used me as my home base. So I have credence to talk about this today. Home base. And I wanted to talk about this because my boy Steve Harvey, shout out to Steve. Y'all know that I'm a huge fan of Steve Harvey. He had a strawberry letter. And for those of you who are not familiar, well, I'm sure that most of you who listen to this, most of the time you will listen to Steve Harvey. But I'll explain the strawberry letter. The strawberry letter is where people write in to Steve and Shirley, his co-host, and they want advice. They send in letters to get advice. Well, this one lady sent in a letter and said that her husband was having social media pages and was having stuff on dating apps. It had a profile on dating apps saying that he was single. They had 3 kids. He said he didn't have any children. He was married for 20 years with 3 grown kids. Lied to these women, sleeping with all sorts of women all over the neighborhood and everywhere. Steve Harvey said something so profound, and it clicked in my head. Sometimes these jokers out here will use you as a home base. We can't let that happen. This is why it's so important to check for those wounds. Check before you get yourself all in your feelings with this person. Because unfortunately as it is, it's so unfortunate. There's some people out there who are only wanting people just for the comfort. They want a home to go and lay their heads at whenever they feel like it, or sometimes, in my case, every single night. But his ass was out there, excuse my French, he was out there doing this and that during the daytime when he's supposed to have been working. He was using me as a home base. So when he said that, I'm like, aha. So that's what I was. It wasn't no, I'm sure he loved me, but it wasn't no, I'm in love with her and I want to make a life with her. No, he wanted to use me comfort as a home base because I had work going on. I had bills being paid. I cooked every single night. He had somewhere clean to come to. He had somewhere to lay his head. I was his home base. Don't let nobody use you as a home base. I don't give a daggone what the situation is. You are first. Always put yourself first. And from my situation, I can say, they always say never, but I can promise you this. I will never allow someone ever again to use me as their home base. If they want to go out and act a fool and go and be with other women, let them. But don't you be their home base. Don't you be their comfort zone that they come back to, because those heifers that they messing with can't do it. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. They have the home base so they can go out and have the fun with the girls or the dudes or whatever who ain't worth 2 cents. Home base. It's just so unfair. It's so unfair. But because we live in such an unfair world, such unfair environments, it's up to us to look out for ourselves. Yes, pray, talk to God about it. And often when you talk to God about it, he will reveal it. Now, sometimes it's going to hurt what he reveals to you. But ask God. If you don't know if you're being a home base, talk to God about it. Pray about it. He will have it revealed. And if you find out, like me, that you're the home base, know that person And especially them women, dudes or whatever that they was messing around with and knew that he or she was married, they will reap what they sow. So don't go out there and go kick butt and all this type of stuff. Do what I did. I sat still. I talked to God about it. And God turned all my pain into pleasure. Oh yes. Turn it into all sorts of stuff. So you hang tight. I know good and well that me and that lady in the strawberry letter ain't the two home bases. Since I was one and she was one, I know good and well there's more. Sad but true. I'm all about transparency and being honest. I know it's embarrassing and it's messed up. I know it is. But become honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. And ladies, we know. I know, guys. Thank you for joining us. But you all don't have what we have, the gift of our intuition. You all don't have that. So I'm talking to ladies at this moment. Ladies, you know when someone is doing you dirty. You know when that's happening. You can feel it. Hell, I felt it. So feel it, grab onto it, pray about it, and then let his behind go. His or her or whatever. Let their behind go. Deuces to them. But what you can't be, what you cannot continue to be, is their home base. Blessings to you. I want to thank you so much for listening to your girl, for rocking with your girl. I greatly appreciate you. Books on Amazon was born out of my pain. Check them out. The Devious Deception series, I'm so proud of them. Wolf in Sheep's Clothing is part 1. Part 2, Eyes of the Enemy. Part 3, Vex, The Minds of a Sweetheart, was just released in May. Very proud of it. Great reviews. Go and check it out. You can find it on Amazon. I do have another podcast I'm a part of. It's called the Chick Chat Podcast. Check us out. Me and 4 of my great friends, my great ladies, my loves. I love them, and I want you all to meet them and love them too. So hey, come check us out. We're on Facebook Live, we're on Instagram, we're on Anchor, Apple Podcasts. We're all over the place. Okay, so check us out. Don't get it confused with Chit Chat. It's Chick, CHICHAT podcast. Okay, if you're looking for more books from your girl, you can find all of my books on Amazon. I do have a teen series, the Harriet High series. For those of you who are new, welcome to the ride. So you can find all of my books there. Twisted Tales of the Heart is doing very well. Great reviews on that. That book is the book where I have the 3 storylines, the 3 crazy roller coaster storylines. So go and check that out. When you get to story number 2 with Preston, chapter 10 might break your heart, and chapter 1 in the Gregg family. Okay, so little sad areas in there, but check it out. Let me know how you're feeling about it, how you're thinking, what you're thinking. If you're not a part of the movement, hey, join it. The hashtag Her Intuition movement is what I'm talking about. It's not just a page, it is a movement. Okay, you can find us on Facebook. We would love to have you. So with that being said, I'm going to go for the rest of the day, and I'm going to go have a great day today, okay? Blessings to you, blessings to you, blessings to you. And prayerfully, we will chat again next week.
Thanks so much for listening. And be sure to follow me on my hashtag Her Intuition page on Facebook and on Instagram at Yolanda Randolph Publications.